we're going to talk about Station Master.
Station Master, you master the station!
In Station Master, each of us is placing passenger tokens and playing cars into a train. We'll have one locomotive card for each player in the game. And on your turn, everyone will have 3 cards in their hand and have 6 passenger tokens. 3 of these are 1s, 2 of them are 2s, and 1 is a 3. So on your turn, you will either choose to play a card from your hand and draw a new card, or play one of your passenger tokens onto one of the locomotives. Each locomotive has a number on it, which indicates how many train cars it can have and how many passenger tokens can be on it. So on my turn, I might play a passenger carriage onto this train, which is worth +6 to the value of the train. And this train can hold 5 passengers. On somebody else's turn, they might play an animal car on it, which is a -4. So the overall value of the train has reduced to 2. On other turns, we might have played tokens onto them face down. You're always gambling in this game on if a train is going to end up being a positive value or a negative value. Because at the end, say we have 5 cars on this train, I will just grab 3 more cards so that this is true. So we have +2, +2, which makes this 4 plus the 6 is 10, -4, so back down to 6, and -3 for this card. So we end up having an overall value of 3 for the train. Let's say that I have all of my passengers on this train, which would be a pretty foolish gamble. But then we turn over these passenger tokens, add up my score here of passenger tokens, and multiply it by the value of the train. So in this case, 3 times 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 times 3. Insert maths.
27.
27! 27 is the value of this train for me. So I gained 27 points. That's pretty much that's the general play. We'll talk about some specifics of different cards, and we'll talk about the expansion tiles, and action cards and what they add to the game. So these are locomotive cards. They vary from 3 to 8. You only use the 8 in a 5 or 6 player game. These are the normal ones that you're going to see throughout the game. The number indicates how many cars can be attached to the train and how many passenger tokens can be on that train. Cars for the train vary in value from +6 to -6. This train can have a maximum of 3 cars. As soon as it's full with all 3 of its cars, it immediately leaves. It doesn't matter how many passenger tokens are on the train. Even with none, this train could leave right now. These are your passenger tokens. You'll have a set of 6 like this. 3 1s, 2 2s, and a 3. Whenever you're playing these onto a train, you're always playing them face down, so nobody knows what value you've played. Except for you, hopefully. Some passenger cars are 2-colored like this, where they have a green and a red area. They're first class or executive class passenger cars. The value is positive if they're played on one of the 2 executive class trains. They're negative if they're played on any other type of train. There's 1 freight train in the deck. On freight trains, the green positive cards become negative cards, and red negative cards become positive cards. So this train has a value of +3 instead of -3. In the deck of Station Master cards, In addition to the train cars, there are also 7 action cards. Each of them is pretty straightforward. Just read the text on it, and it'll tell you exactly what to do. In the Station Master deck, there is 1 Rush Hour card. When you draw this card, you play it immediately, and you'll draw a new card to replace it in your hand. When it is drawn, you add 1 train to the number of trains that are in play for the rest of the game. So you'll have 1 more train than the number of players. During the game, you should always have 3 cards in your hand. So on any turn when you take an action where you play a card from your hand, whether it's a new car onto the train or an action card, you will then immediately draw back up to 3. There are 2 expansion tiles available for the game: the train whistle and the flag. The train whistle is given to the player with the lowest score. As soon as the first train leaves the station, you'll calculate everyone's score and determine who has the lowest one. If there's a tie, you wait until the next train. As soon as any player clearly has the lowest score, they receive this tile. If a player hasn't used this tile, and a train leaves the station and another player now has the lowest score, that player receives the tile instead. The train whistle can only be used once per game. It's used at any point, not on your turn. It's used at any point during the game to immediately make a train leave the station. That train scores normally, and the token is removed from the game. Only 1 player gets to use it. The flag token is set out beside the Station Master deck. Any player can choose to use the flag token instead of taking their normal turn. If you choose to use the token, you'll take it, remove it from the game. It can only be used once per game also. You use the token to declare a train to be out of service. You immediately discard all cars attached to the train, discard the locomotive card, and return all passenger tokens to their players. The train does not score.
Yep. Okay, so since you've ridden a train most recently, you get to play a card.
You will get to
put a passenger on a train. Well, I don't.
And I can't put a passenger on just a locomotive, right?
You may choose between the following: assign a passenger token to an available train, or play a Station Master card and draw a new card from the deck. So
okay, so there's no cars available though.
It seems like you can put a token on the train itself.
When we had played before, we were just like, okay, well, I'm going to put a token down. I'm going to put a token down. I'm going to put a token down.
Just on.
That's how we did it the first time.
So you can put multiple.
Yes.
On that thing, as
you can put up to the number.
Up to the number
on
it.
Okay, I get you now.
It would make sense to me if what that really meant was you can put this many passenger cars in. You can attach this many cars. You can put 1 token per car, but that's not what it says.
No.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess it wouldn't really make a lot of sense to put a passenger on the transport car.
Okay.
So, and then you'll draw a new card whenever you play a card. I guess that's me.
Yep. So now there's a -1 there, so probably no one's ever going to do anything with that train.
Unless someone switches things up. Oh. Sorry. I got too excited about the possibilities of Station Master.
Is the cord just like running in a bad spot?
I just touched it with my foot. That's all.
Okay.
It's fine. Alright. Hold on. I gotta look at my tokens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a big play. Bam!
He's got a 1 on that train, probably. I don't know. Alright, I am going to also make a big play, I guess.
So now the question is, who do I want to dick with?
Or do you want to keep messing up this train that you've already messed up?
I'm going to get on yours next.
Okay.
Because they can't leave the station until they've got cars on them, right?
Yep, they have to be full unless somebody
Unless somebody grabs that
grabs the flag as their
and
action.
says this is what's done. It's just you pick one train, right? Like
Yeah, you pick one
shut it
train
down.
and everything gets taken off of that train.
Okay.
Yeah, but right now that
The
train's
locomotive
worth
gets discarded,
nothing, right?
and it's worth -1 times whatever I have put down.
And this one is worth 0 times.
I'm gonna double down.
Oh,
No, only 3 more passenger tokens could possibly get on that train.
that's true. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and counteract what Adam has done so that I can get a point.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and throw one down here as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
That
check
is
that
the
out.
one that's in the lead right now.
it is with a 1. Oh, everybody's just gonna jump on my train now.
Now I can tank it.
There's one more spot on this train, Adam.
Well,
Oh no.
It is now a -4. -3
-3.
total.
draw a card.
Oh, right, I do. I keep forgetting that minor detail.
Well, it's looking pretty hopeless for the train at this point. Here we go.
Here we go indeed.
You gotta make that train leave the station.
Well, I
Are you
can't.
gonna call a flag on it?
Like, if I put a train on there to counteract it, so that if I put a car on it to counteract it, like, then Adam's just gonna put a card on it to tank it even further, and
Maybe.
I'll get 2 times whatever the negative is instead of. And Adam will get 1 times whatever the negative is, and I'm guessing you'll get 1 times whatever the negative is.
Because at this point, there's at least 4 points on that train.
It could
I'm
be.
assuming.
He could have 3 points
Yeah,
on that
it
train and
could
have
be a
2
2-pointer
or a
here.
3 up here.
I highly doubt that's That's a 2-pointer, though.
I don't know.
It is possible, though.
He may have pinned his hopes and dreams on it.
It was in the lead when I played that chip there behind you.
And then I
Everything
decided to
went
be a bad person.
Quickly astray. Alright, what's happening
It's
now?
me. I guess. Ugh.
Great.
I will go ahead and put a thingamajigger on that one.
It's real cool. I have a -4.
I'm also going to reassign a carriage and move the last one played on this train to that one.
Well played. Well played.
And that one, oh no, it's ready to leave the station as soon as someone puts one more on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your turn.
Alright, so this is my turn.
Yeah.
Yep, that's you.
This is me. So this one is going to go...
It's -9 times whatever you have there.
Yeah, that's a rough train to be on right now. Let's throw down...
Also, we have to write these scores down as we go, because there's
Yeah.
no means of... So,
No scorekeeping
that
means.
one over there.
Oh, joining Cactaur's train.
I'm gonna go ahead and
I have distributed risk.
let that one leave the station.
Wow. -12.
This is unfortunate then. Let's
12?
see, 1, 5, 9, 12. Yep.
Yep. So, let's see what you gambled there.
24.
-24 points for you, sir.
Yeah, that
This
is
train
unfortunate.
has left the station.
So, I just picked up.
Your phone
Your
is
phone.
Oh, here it is,
It's right
so
there.
that I could keep track of scores in some manner. I will
So, do you have some that keeps track of a running tally?
I'm just gonna open up
Things?
the Board Game Geek app and set up a game of Station Master.
And just open up the text box or something.
What is that? A freight train? Freight
The
train
freight
means
train
everything's backwards?
It is the only freight train.
So that means all the negatives are positives?
Yeah. All the positives are negatives.
Snazzy.
-24 for Adam.
Yeah. Puts me in a good position, right?
It does.
I'm
It
the
is like
only
golf.
one.
I can only go up from
I'm the
here
only one with points on the board.
or down.
It's true. You are the only one with a score.
That was my turn. I'm the one who was responsible for that, so that means
That's
it's
true.
your turn.
It does mean it's me.
That does mean
Rain some more disappointment on us. Oh man.
I'm gonna make that.
Things are paying off. Up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I will go to make that a better train in the hopes that we can all get a couple of points out of it at the end of the day.
Well, you know I can't let that happen.
I know you can't let that stand. You need to jack it up.
All right.
So it's back where it was.
Okay, so it's back to being a 1-point train.
Well. That's cool, I guess.
Screw him over. I guess I will make it a 2-point train.
Great.
It will leave the station.
Oh, sorry. This should have happened as soon as the first train left.
Oh, right.
You became the captain of the
I became
whistle.
the captain.
Good job.
So whenever
Woo!
you want.
To make a train leave early.
But as soon as this changes, whoever then has the lowest score, so presuming if either of us have a higher score than -24, then that will stay with you, but we'll find out. So
Yeah. So wait a second.
so we got to tally this, so it's a 2-point
So
train.
it's a 2-point train
Yeah,
at the
we-
end of
for
all of
varieties.
this junk on it.
Alright.
Right? Yeah,
Quite
yeah.
entertaining.
+2. So it looks like Cactaur has a 3 and a 1 for 4 times 2.
Mm-hmm.
8
A
big
big
points.
8.
I have a 1,
So you get
-16.
all the way down from -24 to -22.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to pick up a big 10 points.
Wow. There's some high rolling.
I
on
know,
that
I
one.
gambled all over the place on that.
And I was screwing it up left and right.
You were.
Alright. Train leaves the station, you're still captain of the whistle.
Yay! Because I suck.
All those are discarded. Get a new train. And it's
Your
It is
play.
my turn. What do we got?
A 7 train.
Wow.
Alright, we're gonna have to stack that one just to make it fit in the
Yeah.
space.
I was just trying to... That's what I was doing with that last
The 4
one.
and 5s are fine. But
Well,
the
let's
7
go ahead and
Yeah.
start this one off on the right track.
Do you know how to play this game, Adam?
Yes. Yes, I know how to play this
Are you
game.
sure you know how to play this game? Because
Well, now see,
I
some
get the sense that you don't.
some people have the goal of playing
Well,
the
I'll tell you
game
what.
as winning the game.
Here we go.
Some
That's moving in the right direction.
some people have the goal of the game just screwing the whole thing up for everybody else.
Yeah, that seems true.
So far, it seems to backfire a little bit, though.
It does seem to have with your -24.
22.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I will go ahead and put something on this freight train.
It is kind of doing something good.
All right, let's go ahead and throw something down there as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna get involved.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some repairs. Hand me the discard pile.
Oh.
Wait. Hand me the top 3 discards, and I get to play one of them immediately on any train.
Yep, seemed likely.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Saving the day.
I'm gonna go ahead and get what do I want to do? Where do I want to be? I'm gonna go ahead and get the last spot on this train.
Well, fancy. I'll move this.
Okay.
It might be anything. So that counts as a -1 on that train, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is now a 1 train.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and make it a 3 train.
What's the value on that one? I'm actually going to throw down that.
Can't help but feel you're baiting us with that train in
Maybe.
an effort to just totally screw us over as soon as we put things down there.
Well, there are 7 spots open.
There are 7 spots available.
So there's lots of time
It's
to
true.
change the condition of this train. Holy shnikes.
That's a lot of points on that train all of a
There's
sudden.
a lot of points on that train.
Yeah, it's a 3. A big 3.
A big 3. I'm going to go ahead and play into your trap.
Excellent. I'll join you.
Yeah.
Aha! It is now a -2.
It is a -2 now. A +2.
5. Alright. Well, I can't let this stand. I'll bring that back down to 0.
Oh, I didn't draw a card.
-11. +10. Currently a -1 train.
It is a -1 train. And I can take 1 more car.
Now the question is, do you trust me to put some points on there?
I don't. Not even a little bit.
And this is what makes this game great.
And I don't know what I put there anymore.
So wait a second. Because I hold the whistle, I can make any train go at any time I want it to?
Yeah.
I'll make sure that it's not like as a turn.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I was going to check on. If it uses my turn, that's one thing. If I can just say, hey, it goes now, that's something else. And also, if I maintain my position as the lowest person with the lowest points, do I still...
Well, the whistle
Keep the
is
whistle.
a one-time use.
Yeah,
in the
once
entire
per game.
Oh, in the entire game?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So if you burn it just to, you know,
Just to be...
just to, yeah.
Yeah, just to be a dick about it, then that's
Use it at any time in the game to send any train out of the station early. Immediately, the whistle is blown.
okay.
So
at
it
any
seems
point
to
in
imply just at any point you can say that train leaves now.
Okay.
Okay, so I will play a card there.
So that means it's worth 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So it runs out at 2.
You get 2 times. You're 3.
Yeah.
So you get 6 points.
Check that out. I'm
I
coming
get
back.
2.
I'm coming back.
Who currently has the lowest score now?
Still
Yeah.
Adam
Okay.
with his negative 16.
Well, it's over there.
Wow. Got it.
I'll pull out a new train.
Yeah. Okay, so
Move it down a little bit.
okay, so
It is my turn. Okay.
yeah, that makes it you. Go for it.
Snazziness.
I get to draw a card, and it's you.
Alright. Well, I'm going to do something a little out of character.
Yeah?
Start this one off on a good foot.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and be on this train a little more.
It's worth 0 points.
You could have played that up here
I know I could have.
for us.
Alright, nothing matters.
So
Nothing
yeah,
matters.
we get nothing.
Nobody gets nothing. But I get my card. So is the end condition that all the trains are gone?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a 3 train. A tiny little short train.
It's worth 2 right now.
I am going to go ahead and slap a caboose on it to make it leave.
What's that do?
It
just makes
it leave.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Because I can't trust you,
No
and I
point?
can't trust Sean.
No point value?
-2. Or worth 2.
Okay.
So
2.
you get 2 points, I get another 10 points.
I don't know why you think you can't trust me.
Who has the lowest score now?
Still Adam.
It should still be me.
Are you still in the negatives?
Yes,
still
he
negative
has
14.
-14.
Alright. At least I haven't lost points so far.
That's true.
Yeah.
And we have an express class.
Ooh.
Executive.
Executive.
Alright, well.
So it's my turn?
Now it's your chance to play all those executive cards that you assholes have been throwing away. Yeah,
That one?
just put an animal car on it. Oh, I didn't draw a card again. Yeah.
Just get on the board.
Yep.
Sure.
Oh, man. Can we move forward with this new spirit of cooperation?
I'm gonna hedge my bets.
Seems wise, but I am going to... I'm going to double down. In the hopes that we can continue to cooperate, Adam.
Let's see here. I like distributing risk as well.
Okay, that train is full.
Oh, it is now. Wow, yeah, I forgot it's a three-card train.
Like, I don't know.
Do it.
You want to throw it on the
-4.
The -4 executive.
I'm going to go ahead and play a 2 here to help that train out.
I'll. We'll do that.
Okay. Yeah. So it is now a -1.
But remember, we're both riding on this one.
Now it's a 0.
There's room for one more car.
And now it's a 6.
Alright. So
Yeah.
Sean is getting 12 points added to his score, which brings him up to 20.
I'll take 24. Or, sorry, 12. Yeah, 4 times 6, 24.
24, which
means
brings you up
10.
to 10.
Yeah.
And I get 4 times 6,
Which is also 24.
which is also 24, added to my 22.
I have positive points.
That's true, you do. Good job.
That's
You learned how to play the game.
nonsense.
Get positive points. It's revolutionary. I am going to...
Bold.
It is bold.
Obviously. We must keep this in check.
You're on this train.
He's placed a 1 there again
How
to try to...
invested am I on this train? It's like, I don't mind self-sabotage.
Okay.
Hey, look, I'm with you on this train again.
Yeah.
But remember what happened last time.
Oh, man. That's pretty good down there.
-6.
I'm going to transfer passengers off of this train.
Wait, can you transfer all the passengers?
I can transfer up to 3 passengers to another train.
That's kind of awesome. Well, I'd like to board up on that train a little bit. Hey guys.
-18. Oh, man.
It's an 11.
Did we all just get 33? 22.
Seriously, you threw a 3 on there?
22,
Wow.
33. Okay.
Nicely done.
So, that brings Adam up to 32. With your 22, you become a 42. And I become a 79.
Is that me?
Yes.
Okay.
Another express. Or executive.
Executive.
Executive. Wait a second, I need to draw a card. Oh, well, look at that. It's awful.
Stop tapping your feet.
Sorry. Ooh, doggy. Got a 6 over there. Yeah, I think this makes more sense with 3 players, from the sounds of it.
It's at least not as bad.
Okay, so let's go ahead and ship this one off.
Okay.
It's at 6.
So that's 12.
Oh, good grief. You got your 3 out there again.
So
And draw another one.
3 is 18. I'm just going to say plus 18 at this point so that I don't break my brain.
79 plus 18?
Yeah. I just couldn't think of it.
97.
97, thank you. I was like, it's 7, and that's all I want to deal with right now.
Alright. So I think I sent that one off, so... Yeah, I keep forgetting to draw too.
It's easy to forget. Ooh, taking the last spot. Oh, it's worth 2.
So much investment for it, too. Well, let's see. This is kind of unfortunate. Let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what's that one?
That's
It's
the
one-time use.
yep.
Train broke down.
Train broke down. Everyone get off.
And
Nothing.
Nobody
this
gets
stuff
anything.
goes away as well.
Yeah, just all discarded.
That's what I thought. It was going to be a lot of points right there.
How many did you have committed to it?
A decent
All them
number.
points. I would have gotten 2 times that number, so I'm pretty pleased with that play. Also,
Oh, you had 2 ones.
yes, I had 2 ones on
Yeah.
that train.
Yeah. I was like, that's going to be a lot of points.
Oh, too
Not
bad
so
for Adam.
Was the flag my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Lower that card. Okay.
Getting down there again.
We'll go ahead and put that back to a -2.
No,
Because I'm a bad person.
you are a bad person.
Mm-hmm. I admit this freely. Oh, and I draw a card.
No. I was just confirming that you still had the lowest score.
Yes,
so
he
you
has
still have
always had the
whistle.
lowest score.
Yes.
It is close between the two of you now because you only have 10 points more than he does.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had like a momentary. Oh, did that change? I don't know.
Mm. It's a 1.
There's a lot of room on that train for cars.
There are.
Well, let's get that started then.
Yeah. That figures. So that's worth 0.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go ahead and take that off, actually.
Ugh.
I'll take a hit. It's worth -1.
Okay.
So it's not bad. Oh shoot! I didn't draw the last 2 times. Oh. Would have been a better card to play.
So you lose 3, and I lose 4. With my 2, 1, and 1.
Mm-hmm. And that one's an executive, right? The one in the
This
middle?
one, yeah.
Yep. It just looks like it's a freight.
Yep. It does kind of look like a freight train. And is that you, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hasn't been super exciting so far, so let's just keep on going with that.
I'm going to join you guys there.
Hmm.
It's got room for more passengers. No, what's that one? Just take
Uncouple.
everything.
Last
Just
two.
Oh,
remove
last 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucky. Oh, and we have our last locomotive in play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, snazzy. Oh, let's just keep this in the right spot.
Terrible. Wow, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I don't want to multiply 13 times 5.
13 times 5, 50, 65.
So,
Yeah, you can have that back. Actually, you can take it now, I guess. It's the
Sean gets,
13 by 2 is 26.
yeah, so 26, which puts them at 80.
Mm-hmm.
You get 65 added to your 41, which is 106.
Yep.
I add 65 to my 93, putting me at
158.
158. Yeah.
Yep. I was hoping you didn't have that many points invested in that one. That was unfortunate. Well, I guess fortunate for you.
It was pretty fortunate for me.
Right, I need to draw a card.
So that is you, because Adam sent that out. Rough.
The bigger card is 0 points? Oh, it just fills up a spot. Okay. Mhm.
I will go ahead and make this a royal carriage, so the last 2 cars on it will score double.
Well, that's cool.
Giving you a chance.
The big negatives. Doesn't matter.
I will play this on that one as well.
This train can take an extra passenger. Player may add 1 immediately. Okay.
Oh, wait a second. play this card immediately when drawn.
What's it say?
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour. Increase the number of train engines by 1 for the rest of the game.
There are no more train engines.
There are no more train engines for us to get, so nothing
So I
happens.
get a different card then.
So that makes it worth...
It's worth negative 3 right now.
No.
-1.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Because that's 5.
Because this is a 4 right now.
Yeah. I guess...
Brings it up to negative 4. Let's do that.
Ouch. Okay.
So that's gonna be
So negative 8. Positive 4, so negative 4. Negative 3. Negative 9. So you lose negative 9 times 3.
Negative 27.
Which takes you down to 79. From 100
Yeah, 79.
Yeah,
You're right,
79. And you... Yeah, I was pretty sure that that was what had happened. Minus 7 times negative 9 is a lot.
7 times negative 9 is going to be negative 63. So it's going to be 17.
Ouch. And I will repair.
It's not your turn.
Oh, I thought it
This
was
train
my turn.
leaves.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it
It's
was.
got 5.
I thought it needed one more.
No.
It's got
Okay.
5 on there, so it's 4. And then negative 9, so it's negative 5. Negative 15, but it doesn't matter at this point. All the spots have been determined already.
Station Master, what did you think about this quick-paced card game?
It's not good.
No.
You know, it's interesting that we played it with just the two of us, and we were both pretty angry the whole time. I don't think at any point were we, like, was it smiles and
No.
cheer. We played it with 3 people, and I think it was, like, entertaining for about 5 minutes.
Sure.
I think there was, like, a moment where, like, oh, I'm doing this. Oh, that's pretty funny. And then it kept going.
Yeah.
There's something about it where it might be okay as a distraction if it lasted a third of the time that it does. The box says 30 to 60 minutes, and man, like, there's not enough... There might be enough, like, gameplay there to last an hour, but it's not the type of gameplay that I can see anyone enjoying.
Sure.
I think that's the issue with it.
So if it was a quicker-paced card game, you might be okay with it?
Yeah, and obviously, like, you could just, before the game starts, dump a bunch of the locomotives, so the deck is only, like, I don't know how many are actually in the game.
15.
Okay, so if there were only like 7, it depends on how many players you have.
Yeah.
But like for a 3-player game, if there were like 7 or 8, maybe it'd be a lot more tolerable. But that's not the problem with the game. The problem with the game is that it's just mean, and not. Yeah, sorry, you were gonna say something.
I was gonna say I think that the fix maybe for this game was if it. I think the big problem is that you have one locomotive for each player, and that very quickly becomes, oh well, you've placed a token on that train. That's your train. I don't want to go put any of my tokens on it. Because instead I'm going to play negative cards on it, so that whatever you have put there, you get a negative score out of. And that happened in every game that we've played of it, where it just very rapidly, oh, that's your train, I'm going to make sure that you score as few points as possible from it. And conversely, this other train doesn't have a token on it, it's my train, and so I'm going to put my token on it. I think that maybe that would be solved just by having one locomotive fewer than the number of players in the game. So that it's not one locomotive for each player in the way that it is right now.
So, in a 2-player game, it would just be nonsense.
Yeah, the 2-player game already doesn't work.
Okay.
I think that you can't play this with 2 players in any way. I think 3 is the absolute minimum. It might be okay with 6, doing something like that where you had a smaller number of locomotives. If it was like 4 or maybe 5, that might make it a playable game, because you'd have to be a lot more careful about which trains you bet on, because it's effectively a betting game. You're blind bidding how much this train is going to get, how many points it's going to end up being worth. And taking that risk of, is somebody going to tank the value of this? Other thoughts?
The expansion that came out a decade after the game was released, do you feel that adds to the game?
I think it's well worth it.
Okay.
I know I think both the times we've played this, I think you used the flag to stop a train from leaving that you weren't involved in that was going to score well. I think that the flag token is a pretty big strategy move for a player if you're afraid that somebody else is about to score a lot of points, or if somebody's just completely tanked the value of a train that you're pretty heavily committed to and you can't salvage it. I think that the flag token gives you a good out there in either case. The whistle, I've never had the whistle, so I've never had the opportunity to use it.
I wanted the whistle, and I couldn't get it because the third player was behind me the entire game, and when it would have been my advantage to use it, I didn't have it, and then suddenly my score dropped to nothing because I didn't have the whistle to use it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, I think that the whistle could work well, but it's very dependent on who has it, and I don't think either of the times that we've played it, it's been used at a time that I would have used it.
Well, obviously it's there for a balancing mechanic.
Yeah.
The person who was in last now has this thing to help them catch up, because the game has a problem with someone just
immediately having a negative score. Yeah.
And someone else having a super positive lead. And then that's it. I feel like I don't know that it really does enough to really counterbalance that. And again, 5 or 6 people, maybe that's not really a thing. Who knows?
What do you think about these thrilling components, huh?
Okay.
These little plastic tokens for your passengers.
So, I know it's not fair. We're talking about this game 11 years after it came out. And, a lot of this is before Kickstarter was a thing.
Yeah.
super pretty games come out just
All
by
the time now,
by the
yeah.
wheelbarrow full, and this game is awful in every way in terms of what it contains.
Like the graphic design for the train cars
Now,
is just terrible.
I'm hoping that people could see it when we show the gameplay footage. Like, you can see some of the artwork on the cards, but it's like they took photographs of things and just slapped a generic Photoshop filter on it. And you come on, like,
It is not a pretty game.
I would have been okay with it if they would have just taken, like, black and white old train photographs and like, fine, it's bland, but it would be, like, thematic and okay. It's not okay. It's just really bad. Mayfair, a lot of Mayfair games are like this. They just, it's not really surprising. I mean, you've got the Xerox quality rulebook, which, even I think up to 3rd edition of Settlers of Catan was still like this black and white Xerox quality.
That sounds true to me.
The back of the cards, the text is like kind of blurry. Like they couldn't even like make it a clear font. The expansion tokens don't really match anything else in the game.
Yeah, they're just
because
there.
they came with one of those Mayfair promo packs of unrelated games all getting expansions shoved together. So they're kind of on this generic cardboard, and oddly, I think they are the highest quality components in the game as a result of that.
Yeah.
But then these chips are, if you've ever played Empire Builder, or I guess even Iron Dragon,
Or just mini. I mean, they're those cheap
super
poker
thin,
chips.
Yeah, the super thin, tiny poker chips.
Yeah, little mini ones. With the Mayfair logo on the back.
Right.
Very classy.
I mean, I guess the pro side of that is that you can throw away Station Master and reuse this with any of your other Mayfair
games.
You can use it as victory point tokens in, like, Catan or something.
That's true.
Which, that's actually not a bad idea now that I think about it. And we don't... This is actually the only good thing going for the components of Station Master is the insert actually works.
It's pretty good.
I don't know if they can see that there on camera, but Mayfair uses, or for a very long time used, just a generic insert for all of their small box card games.
Yeah.
The worst example of it is the Catan card game that has square cards and only one of the components is square shaped.
Yeah. So you have 3 compartments that are rectangular and 1 square compartment, and the cards don't fit in the box at all.
So it's very possible that it was designed for Station Master.
Because they actually fit in this box.
And everything else is just like, Anyway,
Yeah.
That's the one pro to everything that's going on with that. So,
So, final decision. Would you tell people to go out and buy Station Master right now?
Never.
Never?
I would tell everyone to stay away from it. There's really no excuse at this point in time. There are better filler games to be playing. I can't think of one off the top of my head that's like the same type of mechanic of betting on something and hoping that you get it, but
yeah, there are other games that do
there are
this.
definitely other games that do this and do it better.
Yeah.
But
anyway, on
a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 3 or a 4 maybe, but like I
think I rated this 4 out of 10.
I don't like it, and I don't ever want to play it again. So,
well, there you have it, everybody. Station Master, a masterpiece that we do not like.
Yep.